Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, I am the Introverted Reader. Today's video is another tag, and this tag is I've got my laptop in front of me. I've my laptop in front of me with the questions, but this is the 90s movie tag. And listen, I'm an old hag, okay? She was born in 1992. And I saw this and I was scrolling through it last night and I was like, I remember all these movies. The children don't know about these movies. So I just thought it would be a fun tag to do. But before we get into it, you know what has to happen now. You know what has to happen. You haven't drunk water today. I know you haven't. Go get your water. Drink your water. And if you haven't taken your vitamins or your medication today, do that as well. I mean it. I'm just trying to be very careful because you are balanced on you're balanced on some books and DVDs. So I've got my laptop here in front of me. So let's see. So it says I get all these tags from ZZ with Books. Okay, they've got a big long list of a whole bunch of tags. I'll leave this one linked down below. So it was actually created by a book lovers playlist. So, okay. So the first movie is She's All That, starring Freddie Prinze Jr. and Rachel Lee Cook. I remember watching this as a child, and you know, it's so much fun. I mean, is there some stuff that's problematic? Yeah. But do we still like it for the nostalgia? Yeah. So the prompt for this one is name a book couple that are an odd pairing, but they still fit perfectly. I'm going to go Lan Wangji and Wei Wuxian. These two right here, who are on top of my shelf. They're over there. My shrine to them over there. And yes, they started off as book characters, okay? They may have had various adaptations, but they are book characters. And like personality-wise, these two shouldn't get along really, because Lan Zhan is very by the book. He follows all the rules. He's a good disciple and, you know, very straightforward, very like traditional. Whereas Wei Wuxian is very not all those things. He's not all those things at all. And again, like what they shouldn't, you know, they shouldn't fit together, but they do in more ways than one. And sorry, I have to use the... Okay. So the next one, oh, I love this movie. 10 Things I Hate About You, starring the iconic Heath Ledger. Children don't know about Heath Ledger. You need to know about Heath. He was our icon back in the day. I mean, he still is an icon. Like, rest in peace, but he still is. And the one for that is a book/series that you have a love/hate relationship with. And I was thinking about this last night. And the only reason, okay, you know I love The House of Night. You know this. It's one of my favorite series ever. It was one of the very first, like real vampire book series that I read that before did I read that before Twilight? I might have read it before Twilight, but I liked it better. But anyway, like, I love it because it's so much fun. The books are so bingeable and they're so easy to read and they're just so entertaining and funny. And there's a lot of warm moments in there too. But at the same time, they're so over the top. A lot of the characters, including the main character Zoe, is really annoying. And, you know, there's a lot of just things in there, tropes that are used, you know, very early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? So it's just really that. But at the same time, we love it for what it is. Same with 10 Things I Hate About You, because, and again, if you have not watched that, you need to. Okay, the next one is Clueless, which, unpopular opinion, I didn't really like, if I'm being real. I didn't really like the ending. Thought the ending was a bit weird. I just give me a little bit of the ick. If you watched, you know. But listen, still iconic, still amazing. And Paul Rudd has not aged, by the way, since that movie, let me tell you. Okay, so Clueless. The prompt for that is a character that is totally clueless, but you love them anyway. Oh, wow. Oh, I read a lot of characters that are dummies. Oh, I was thinking about this last night and I was just like, what character would I say is a little bit of a dum-dum? Probably any main character that Simon James Green, you see my shrine to him up there, has ever written. Like, Noah can be really oblivious sometimes. Alex in Wonderland, he's kind of dumb, but we love them anyway because they're our sweet gay sons, and I would write it down for any one of them. Let me see. Oh, Titanic. Oh, Leo and Kate. Leo and Kate. I can't. Like, 90s Leo. Listen. Leonardo DiCaprio back in the 90s was everything to me. Everything to me. I wanted him to be my boyfriend. I loved him. I was obsessed. Okay? Just obsessed. Although the beach kind of scarred me for life, but still, love him. Okay, anyway. So the one for Titanic is, funnily enough, a book that made you cry. Oh, a book that made me cry. Under the Whispering Door with TJ Klune. When I still remember Buddy reading that with Amy and us just I literally, all my messages to her, like the deeper I got into it was, oh, that's book 2 with Amy, by the way. Like, just all my messages to her was just crying emojis and like, Amy, like, oh my God. Just, all the emotions were real. The emotions were real. And House in the Cerulean Sea made me tear up, but for different reasons. I might do a video where I talk about books that made me tear up. Would you want to see that? Let me know. The next one is American Pie, which I do remember watching as a child. Yes, I say child. I remember watching it like it was a 15. And I remember going to a friend's house after school one day, and she had wall-to-ceiling shelf of all of just DVDs, which, yes, children, is what we used to watch our movies on back in the day. And they were pretty much all like horror and like scary ones, and I didn't really like the scary ones. And one of the few that wasn't scary was American Pie, and we sat and watched it. Like, we all gathered around her dusty, crusty laptop and we watched American Pie. Don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom. Anyway, the prompt for American Pie is a book that makes you laugh. Simon James Green, anything that man's ever written, hilarious. Anything that TJ Klune's ever written, but like, specifically the Lightning Struck Hard series. I'm never going to shut up about that series, okay? I'm never going to shut up about it because I remember it was whenever the weather over here was really, really nice, and I just remember sitting outside in my back garden reading on my Kindle and having the wanting to just cackle with laughter. And I remember having to go back inside because I was just like, I can't, I'm practically wheezing with laughter out here and my neighbors are gonna think I'm possessed by the devil. So, yeah. Let me see. Let me see. The next one is for a movie called Can't Hardly Wait. I never watched that one. I've never heard of it. It doesn't look like something I would want to get into. But the prompt for that is a book with a crazy party. A book with a crazy party. What books have I read lately that have crazy parties in them? Oh my days. I don't think I've read any. Wait a minute. Okay, so hold on. Where is it? Yes. Kingdom of the Cursed. There's a bit of a wild party in this one because it's basically the majority of this book is set in hell. And we go to one of the other demon princes' houses. We go to Gluttony's house. And I believe Throne of Secrets is going to be centered around Gluttony. And I'm so excited. Anyway, but we go to Gluttony's house in this one. And, he had a party going on. Let me tell you. And if you've read, you know. If you've read it, you know. So, yeah. Let me see. The next one is for a movie called Cruel Intentions. And I'm seeing Sarah Michelle Gellar. Is that the one where she wants to, doink her brother? Is that it? She plays a crazy person that wants to doink her brother? I don't know. But yeah. For that one, Cruel Intentions is name a character you can never fully trust. Listen, I read a lot of fantasy. And I read a lot of books that have characters that always have ulterior motives. And even though I love this character with my whole heart, Casbreaker. I wouldn't know. Trust issues go out the window with him. Trust issues go way out the window with him. So yeah, him. Let me see. And the next one is called Drive Me Crazy, which again, another one that I haven't watched. But the prompt for that is name your favorite boy next door or girl next door couple. Now, I don't have a physical copy of this because I read it on my Kindle, but Chloe Brown, and I believe the love interest name is Red. Yeah, I love the two of them as a couple, and it makes a lot of sense for boy next door, girl next door, because they literally live next door to each other in their block of flats, and they are such a sweet couple, and yeah, love them a whole lot. Oh, here's one that I have watched, Scream. But I didn't watch it back in the day. I've watched it quite recently, and honestly, I'm into it. I never thought I would be into slasher stuff, but evidently I am. I'm twisted. So Scream is a book with a memorable villain, and we were just talking about the Grishaverse. But even though the Shadow and Bone trilogy is not all that great, I don't own the books anymore, but one thing about that trilogy that genuinely kept me reading, and if this character had been written any other way, or if I didn't like him, I would have stopped. I would have DNF'd the whole series and just forgotten about it. The Darkling. The Darkling is genuinely such a well-written villain, and he's probably my favorite out of all that I've read in a really long time. Even though that series as a whole isn't great, Leigh Bardugo did such a good job with him, and yeah, I love him. The next movie is The Craft, which is about witches, and it looks a whole lot of fun. Apparently it's like a cult classic with a lot of girlies. So do I need to watch The Craft? Do I? Let me know. Is it available to stream upon Netflix? Because that's that and another one. Netflix is really the only streaming service that I have at the moment, and I'm not paying for another one just to watch one movie. So is it available to stream on there? But anyway, and that's the prompt for this one is very simple. Name a book with witches. Well, there's Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson, which is somewhere. It's down there. Her Majesty's Royal Coven. It's set within like just normal world. It's not set within a fantasy world or anything. It's sort of like an alternate world, if you will. But yeah, there's witches in that. And also Kingdom of the Wicked. Our two main characters are witches. I need to read more witchy books, if I'm being honest. Last few have let me down. Oh! So, yeah, that's it. That is the end of the 90s movies book tag. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it. And a lot of these, like I said, a lot of the movies that were mentioned there, I do remember watching. But some of them I haven't. So yeah, let me know if you've watched any of them, whether it was recently or if you're old like me and you watched them way back when you were too young to. Anyway, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you're having a good day. The sun is out, so that's great. I'll give her 10 minutes, then she'll disappear again. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. All of my socials will be down below as always. My Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the bell so you know whenever I put up a new video. Thank you to all the new subscribers that have joined us. I've seen the numbers going on, and yeah, thank you. Thank you all that are new here. Hi, hope you're doing well. Anyway, so my next video will be hopefully on Saturday. The poll for the Introverted Reader Book Club pick is still up on my Twitter. It's pinned on my profile. So if you want to go over there and vote for which one you want us to read in April, yeah, that would be great. So I'll see you at the weekend for my next video. I love you all. Bye.